Now, about 10, 15 minutes ago, I played you a list of items. Here it is again.
A spiralizer. An Aga cooker. Matching coasters. A hot tub. Vinyl records. Samsonite luggage.
Yeah, it takes you back, doesn't it? No fondue set in there, I'd hasten to add. But those 6 items are part of a larger list that say a great deal about you, according to a book called The Bluffer's Guide to Etiquette, which has been written by William Hanson. Now, what these items say about you is that if you've got one or more, a spiralizer or matching coasters or an Aga cooker, you're middle class. If you've got lots of them, you're really middle class. Really? Is that it? Well, let's speak to a man who knows all about class, because he's probably one of the classiest regular contributors that we have on the programme. Grant Harrold, former Royal Butler. Grant, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, John. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, very good. Nice to talk to you again.
You too.
Is there such a thing as middle class, firstly?
Well, do you know, I've had this discussion with people before, because apparently we now live in a time where there's many variations of a class system.
Yeah.
Personally, I do think there is obviously still the traditional kind of class system. Doesn't mean that I agree with it, but I do think that you see the way people, the kind of schools they go to, the way they dress, the way they behave, and we automatically make an assumption as to what that person might be. So, and I think we all do it. It's thing about being British. It's something it's kind of in us. It's something we've always had. We've always talked about.
There's a lot of things on this list. I mean, there's all sorts of things. A smart TV makes you middle class. Well, these days, if you haven't got a smart TV, well, exactly. I mean, smart TVs are 10 a bit. You can get them for like 150 quid in Sainsbury's now.
Well, I think I have to disagree on that, because I think you could be any class and have a flat screen TV. You could be the person that's got the lowest salary or the highest. And I mean, I know people that have not got much money and they've got all singing, all dancing television. So
exactly. So we'll count that one. There's a couple of others here on here. Apparently, if you can be middle class if you've got a barbecue.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, you've worked in some fairly exalted high circles. Do any of your royal employees or employers, I should say, have a barbecue?
I was about to say, let's not tell the royals that one. Can we keep that to ourselves?
Okay, I think we can read between the lines on that one.
Okay.
Very good. Do you know what a spiralizer is?
I don't even, I'm terrified to guess, so I'll let you tell me, just in case
You take your courgette, all right? Mm-hmm. You stick it in this gizmo, and then you turn it, and someone had to explain this to me this morning. You turn it, and then you get like spaghetti ribbons of courgette. You can have courgette spaghetti, for example, or you could have potato spaghetti if you really wanted it. I'm guessing you don't have one.
It sounds lovely. Next question.
I think it's one of those things to make vegetarians have more interesting food. I don't know. Is there a way, do you think, of defining class now? Because you could say in perhaps 2 or 3 generations ago, that famous sketch with John Cleese and Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett, that I know my place. Is it easy to define class now?
I think, to me, the way I've been brought up is a very old-fashioned way of seeing things, and the class system was always, you had the aristocracy at the kind of high end, and at the other end you'd have but there was nothing wrong with it, the people who would work in the coal mines, or I think that was the traditional kind of view, and the middle class, the business people. But now in the 21st century, there is, people win lotteries and come into money, and so it is changing. But I still think there is a few traditions, and we all go off and visit kind of stately homes, and we see these amazing homes, and we all say, oh, this is the upper class. So we all do it, and I think it is changing. But part of me also doesn't want it to change, which hopefully people agree, because it's a tradition, and this is something about me. I'm very passionate of being British, and I love traditions. And I just hope we can keep those as long as we can.
I suppose ultimately we all aspire to the Downton Christmas, don't we?
We do. Well, I certainly do every Christmas. You'll need to come to my house, John.
Well, fun enough, I'm free, so if I accept your invitation, and I will bring some. I'll bring some matchmakers with me.
Yes, sounds wonderful.
That'll lower the tone. Grant Harrold, thank you very much. Good to talk to you, my friend. Thank you for being part of the programme.
My pleasure. Take care.
Grant Harrold, there, former Royal Butler. Colin in Hotwells.